Before I start, let me share with you that I have given a very short commentary in this video, but that is only for just 4 minutes, and after those 4 minutes I have shared a valuable information with you. So please watch this video till the end. Thank you. Hi, I'm Preeti. Welcome to this channel Inspiration Always, and today I have brought another interesting topic, that is true freedom, true financial freedom. So basically what we understand about freedom is like freedom is something which we should be able to do, like we should be free to do what we want to do, we should be free to say what we want to say, free to act the way we want to act. So this is what we understand by the freedom. Freedom is what you love to do, if what you love to do is what you ought to do. So let's take the example of financial freedom today. There are different types of freedom. Basically, broadly we can say there are two types of freedom, outer and inner. And in outer freedom we have different domains, wherein you can say political freedom, financial freedom, freedom to speech, etc. There are so many types of freedom in outer freedom. So today we will be talking about outer freedom, financial freedom. So that financial freedom basically is, let's take an example. Suppose if there is a person and that person is in heavy debt. So obviously he is in despair and he's all the time thinking about how to get free from his debt, and he works judiciously to, he works really hard to get free from his debt, and he wisely you can say makes his budget and all, and then it may take some time, maybe months, maybe years, or even decades, and finally suppose he achieves his aim and he accomplishes financial freedom. Is that the true freedom? I'm sure that the same person would tumble back into the heavy debt again. You know why? Because the reason why he fell into the debt was same as it is. It is still remaining. It's like there's some temptation of something, and then you are compelled to buy something which is out of your budget and you can't control that desire. So would you call it real freedom? We aren't we actually bonded instead of free, I think. And same goes with political freedom and verbal freedom as well. They are advocated and they must be protected, they are recommended, they should be there definitely. It's because of this we are now free to do so many things, that is necessary. But apart from that kind of freedom, don't you think that we require inner freedom? So there is some product in the market, and that product again comes with a new packing and all, and you can say the new publicity or new marketing technique in the form of, you can say, now it has something, this thing new. The basic thing is same, but it's like flavor is changed, or the packing is changed, or the appearance is changed, or the look is changed, and you feel tempted to buy that item even though you have many of such items before. You talk about anything, so that's the inner compulsion to, you can say, buy something, and you just can't control over it. So would you call it a freedom? Is it in your control? You don't want to do, but you are doing it. There are so many things in our life where we want something else but we are doing something else. So would you call it a freedom? So what is basically true freedom? See, basically what we understand about freedom is, now Independence Day is coming. So in that case we feel that some invaders or some intruders come and they invade some country or a physical territory, and or attack some kingdom and attack their freedom and rule over them, and getting rid of them is something which is called freedom, or that is definitely a freedom. But at the same time, what about those negative thoughts, negative emotions, and those five vices which have invaded our minds, our hearts, and they are influencing and they are coloring our perceptions, they are coloring our, how the way we think, and they are coloring our feelings and emotions, and we are just kind of trapped in this kind of a thing, and we are not able to come out of it. You know, there are so many patients who go to the doctor, and when the doctor says this disease is because of the stress, so you need to reduce the stress, or you have to stop taking tension, and they would say, oh, who wants to take tension? Obviously he doesn't want to take tension, he doesn't want to do it, but at the same time it's not in his hands. He feels, he says, I don't want to think about these things, but I feel I can't control over these thoughts. These thoughts come on its own, they come naturally to me. I don't create these thoughts intentionally. But is that so? That I would cover in my next video, if the thoughts come naturally, or they come on their own, or do we create them. So I would be covering this topic in my next video, but for this video I would be just focusing on financial freedom and the inner freedom. So that inner freedom is uh, that should be the freedom where we want to feel the way we want to feel. If you want to feel abundant, if you want to feel rich, we should be able to feel rich even now. We should not be dependent on some condition so that we can feel rich. We don't have to become dependent on some condition where we feel abundant. We still are abundant if we think like that, if we feel like that, and true abundance also will come to us, and it will be manifested also in reality. But first I have to get that feeling. So that feeling is not in my hands, because I'm dependent on the circumstances, I'm dependent on the people. So he made me angry, he made me feel sad, he made me feel hurt. So the other person is choosing the feeling what I want, what I am feeling. So it's not I am choosing the feeling, but I want to feel. They are giving us the feeling they want us to feel. So is that the true freedom? So have we acquired true freedom? Apart from those freedoms, those are required, those are necessary, but we should work on this inner freedom also. And how do we attain that inner freedom? So of course, you have to slow down your thoughts, you have to take the mastery of your thoughts, you have to take control of your thoughts and your feelings. But how do you do that? In that case, what you need to do is you have to watch your thoughts, you have to observe your thoughts, you have to channelize your thoughts, you have to give direction to your thoughts. And the only way to do is meditation or mindfulness, where you slow down your thoughts. Just imagine, if I ask you to think 10 good qualities about a family member, and how much time would you take to write those qualities? 10 positive qualities, 10 good qualities. And if I talk to write, you can say 10 negative qualities, which one would take lesser time? You know, when we are into negativity, when we are creating negative thoughts, the speed is very fast. And when we have to create good thoughts, we have to create good feelings, speed of mind is very slow. So you slow down your speed of thoughts with the help of meditation, and then you give them the directions. Suppose you are driving a car and it's running at the speed of, you can say, 100 or 120 kilometer per hour, and you have to apply the brakes suddenly. Definitely it would meet an accident. Then if you have to apply the brakes, what would you do? You would first slow down the speed of the car, you would change the gear, and then you would apply the brakes. Similarly, it has to be done with the mind. Your mind is running too fast into negative emotions, into negative feelings, and its speed is very high, very fast. In that case, you have to slow it down, and then you can change the direction of your thoughts to the positive ones. So in that case, you have to do meditation. So I here will give you a short guided commentary so that you can experience what that meditation is and how to do that. And after experiencing, you would know that you should also start practicing in your daily life, so that you can take control of your own life and you can attain true freedom. So let me give you the commentary right now. You just sit straight, keep your spine straight, drop your shoulders, keep your feet on the ground, keep your hands in the lap, and just breathe deeply. Take deep breaths. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. You may open your eyes or you may close them as you feel comfortable. Breathe in, breathe out. Watch your breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. Allow your body to relax. Your feet are resting on the floor and your hands are resting on your lap. Focus your awareness on your body and breathing. Notice your breathing. Follow the flow of your breath. Observe your breathing. Follow its rhythm as it slows down. Your thoughts may wander. Thoughts from the past. Worry about the future. Let them go. Try not to analyze or sort out problems. Instead, concentrate on the spaces between thoughts. Just focus your attention on the thoughts, before thoughts, after thoughts, or beyond thoughts. Find the stillness and peace that is there. As you do so, say the following to yourself silently. I notice many thoughts and feelings arising in my mind. I turn these thoughts away from things of the outside world and focus on thoughts of peace. All the other thoughts and ideas I leave behind. I let them go. Gradually, my thoughts begin to slow down and I sense that within me there is peace. I simply create the thought, I am a peaceful being. As I create this simple thought, then the feeling arises and I'm drawn towards that feeling of peace. Even though thoughts may come to distract me, I acknowledge them and I'm aware of what they may be telling me about myself. I accept them, but I don't dwell on them. I allow them to come. I acknowledge the feelings they bring, and then I bring myself back to that one thought. I am a peaceful being. As I do this and my thoughts begin to slow down, I experience a state of rest, of stillness, of calm within my mind. As I become absorbed in this experience of peace, I realize that I am peace. Once again, I focus on this one thought and experience it for as long as I can. Now, in your own time, bring your attention back into this room. Gently move your hands and feet. You may stretch your hands and feet. Thank you. I hope you were able to feel something. If not at all anything, then at least peace or relaxation. So basically what we need to do is we have to relax our mind. What we are doing today is we are paying a big cost for little things, little pleasures. Would you ever exchange a diamond ring for a glass of water? Ever? Unless you are in such circumstances when there's no water available on the whole earth, you don't have anything and you are feeling thirsty and you are desperate, your body is demanding that water and you have nothing else, no other solution, no other way out, only then you would exchange your diamond ring for a glass of water. But we are doing this with our inner treasures, your peace, your ease of mind, your happiness, your joy. Our inner treasures, they're invaluable. They don't have any value because they are invaluable. Those are such treasures that people would spend a lot of money to get that feeling of peace, to get that feeling of joy, to get that feeling of happiness. So happiness is not something which is fleeting, happiness not which is coming and going. Even the person with wrong intention is having these moments of peace, joy, happiness, but that doesn't mean that he is happy. The person who's a dacoit or somebody who is criminal, he also experiences some moments in his life of joy, happiness and peace. But would you call it a real peace or real happiness? Of course not. So happiness is something which is natural. Happiness is something which is natural for everyone. It's a state of mind which is stable. Other things are, you can say, excitement, pleasures. So excitement is not happiness. Happiness is where your inner being is happy. You are happy without a reason. Suppose if you go to a place of, you can say, excitement and you feel excited, and you go to a place of adventure and you feel adventurous, or sometimes you go to a place of, you can say, sadness and you start feeling sad, or you go to a place of hostility and you start feeling hostile. Would you call it a freedom? Would you call it? When external things are controlling you, the environment is controlling you, and you are getting that feeling from the environment, you are not able to create your own feeling, what you want to feel. Of course, you don't want to feel angry, you don't want to feel hostile, you don't want to feel sad, you don't want to feel irritated. Of course, you don't want all those feelings in you. You always want to feel good. But you are not able to feel good because, and there are so many reasons. Would you call it the freedom? So the inner freedom should be where I should be able to create my own feelings. I should be able to create my own thoughts, the peaceful thoughts. And it should be a stable. Peace is a natural state where it has a space for, in fact, the moments of frustration. It has the space for momentary loss or some material loss. It has the space for all kinds of irritating and you can say frustrating experiences. It has space for that. It embraces it, but still be peaceful. So that peacefulness is your nature. So peacefulness is my inner being. Basically, you would find that peace is our own inner nature. Peace is something which is our original nature. Have you seen someone who is angry 24 hours in a day, 24 into 7, who remains angry even during sleep? Have you found anyone like that? Even a person who has got angry for some time, he would say to other people, oh, please leave me for some time. I want to feel peace. I want to be peaceful. Please leave me alone. So obviously he would also take time to come back to its original state. What does that mean? His original state was peace, but he deviated from that peace and he wanted to come back to his original nature. So original nature is peace basically. When we get deviated, we stop feeling good and we want to feel good. So what does that show? That I have moved away from my inner being. My inner being is peaceful, my inner being is calm. But when I'm not feeling like that, that means I have moved away from my inner being. So in meditation, what you do is you go close to your inner being. You start experiencing your inner being, and there is alignment with your inner being, and you feel synchronicity with your inner being. Your inner being is not seeing the things as you are seeing. So your outer being or your current being is different from your inner being. Your inner being is looking at the things in a positive way, but I am refusing to see things in a positive way. So there is disalignment. So when you align yourself with your inner being, you start feeling calm, you start feeling peaceful, and that is the purpose of meditation. So meditation is not something which detaches you from the world or which makes you aspire less, or which makes you be happy in, you can say, in lesser achievements. Not like that. You can aspire to achieve more things, you can aspire to achieve high things in your life, but suppose if sometimes you get the failure, at that time you would not feel disheartened. So that is the purpose of meditation. Purpose of meditation is basically keep aspiring for your higher aims, but at the same time embrace your failures as well. So you should take your success and failures with equanimity. So that is the art we must learn, we must acquire. So that is the skill we must learn. So meditation is nothing but that skill, and that can be learned, and that is very easy. But we need to take little time. We have to take just 15 minutes out from our busy routine, and nowadays in lockdown we have got time, so we can devote some time to it, and definitely you would find good benefits out of it. I promise you that once you start doing it, you will definitely see the benefits of it. And thank you again for watching my channel, watching this video, and I'm sure this video must have given you some insight or must have benefited you in one or the other way. If you have any clarification you want to have, or if you want to know something more, or if you have any doubts, or if you have any thing which is troubling your mind, you can just share in the comments below, and I would definitely include them in my next video. And I would be covering more videos on freedom, because there are so many domains of freedom, you can say. Freedom from the past, this would be probably my next topic, where I would share with you few things on freedom from the past. So how can we get free from past, and like we are enslaved by our past, and how we can get the freedom from our past and the negative emotions which are associated with our past. Thank you for watching once again, and thank you for being there. Thank you, all of you.